Good morning. It's a real breakfast with Bev today. I'm actually shooting in the morning, and I actually have a plate of eggs with me. Today will be a quick episode. Now that I'm back in Cleveland, the grind starts right where it left off before the birthday weekend. Got a lot to do, but I'm up fairly early, feeling good. When I have little travel weekends like this weekend, I often come back with a lot of new inspiration, being away from my studio for a bit and then coming back in. I usually on the drive back, I've got 4 hour drive usually, and I'm just flooded with new ideas. I just ordered something yesterday, maybe a little bit of a birthday gift for myself, but I was realizing how good of a video it would make to restore this little object and tell a story around it. I'm not going to spoil what that one is because that's farther down the line. The ideas I'm having today, I have 5 or 6 videos I should make before getting to those ones. Got several things half filmed, or at least the main project is filmed. For my videos, when I film, making something, that's actually only maybe a quarter to a third of the filming. And then there's a lot of B-roll around it, and then piece to cameras, like me talking to a camera like I'm doing right now. Maybe drawing some sort of sketch or illustration that's kind of helping display a greater point that I'm trying to make. So there's a lot of segments that come together to tell the story of the project that I've actually filmed. So even though I have 4 projects filmed right now, entirely filmed, there's still a lot to do before they actually become a video that releases. But I'm slowly getting faster and more efficient at these things, making the process more of a repeatable, system, efficient and reliable. For instance, my mic setup today, I have those Rode wireless mics, and I've used them quite a bit. They're definitely handy, but they're not reliable in the sense that you have to make sure they're charged always, and it sucks if you're in the flow and you're filming and then you're like, oh shoot, my mic died. Then also sometimes there'll be weird interference with Wi-Fi routers or something, and there'll be a little tone in the background, a little buzzing or beeping. They do local recording so you can get the buzzing out, but then I have to do this whole process of importing and transferring the files and then syncing it up to the camera shots. So my setup today is literally a 24-foot 3.5 millimeter extension cord hooked up to my shotgun mic. So I'm recording straight into camera, but there's none of that wireless crap. So it's just literally traveling down a wire straight to the camera. So little things like that, not using the wireless mics as much. I'm also slowly finding the balance between these more really soulful videos with a big story that I want to tell versus a smaller project video that's not as deep. So the next video that I'm working on about my car is a fairly soulful and introspective episode, and then I want the one after that I make, not necessarily the one that I post after that, but the one that I make after that, I want to be a more simple build video, just so that I can go back and forth and not get too used to taking super long on a video, diving way too in depth. My friend John asked on the last video, can you tease us what the October video is going to be? I told people on a live stream the next video would be about me making a custom speaker setup for making DIY bookshelf speakers for my desk, but I'm actually not doing that immediately. I want to cut through everything that I have shot. So the next 6 videos are basically, I know what they're going to be. I don't know what order exactly I'm going to process them in, but I know I have to get through all this these videos that are 10% done, 20% done, 40% done. I need to just get through all those. Start building that backlog I was talking about a couple episodes ago. So this month, the one that I'm working on right now is me talking about my car. It's my first car that I've ever had, and I've had it for a few years. And it's sort of the story of this car told within a small project of repainting it. And I'm talking about kind of the philosophy of, not wanting to abandon my first car, about repairing old things rather than abandoning and getting new things. But there's a lot of footage for this one, and there's also sort of a secondary storytelling motif and a little rising action segment in the middle. So there's a couple scenes that I'm having to work through. So it's not going as quick as some of the other simpler project videos. But in any case, I am getting faster at the process, and I'm getting more confident in the format of like what an Evan Monsma video looks like. So all things considered, I am doing these things faster than I would have. And so I'm easing into that. I know I'm here for the next 2-3 days. And I've got a fairly light load on work for my job. So I'm going to see how much of that October video I can get done. Well, there's another project I have to work on. That's a whole different topic for maybe tomorrow. I've got another big project. You remember when Casey Neistat started his vlogs, and for the first 100 episodes or so, he's talking about oh, there's this company I'm starting, and he never talked about what it was. And ultimately the whole vlog series was kind of marketing for when he launched Beam. That's kind of what I'm working on. Got my little secret background project. But it's kind of critical that I get to the next stage of beta testing probably by the time I leave this week. So I might have a big rush of work on that the next 2 or 3 days rather than working on the videos. There's reasons the main channel lays dormant for a month at a time. I'm working through things. It's partially routine building and partially there's more that I'm doing than just the videos. Anyway, it's time I get to work. Got plenty to do the next couple days. See you tomorrow.